to space, everyone. It's time. Well, we're going to go look at the solar system because we're doing the solar system exhibit. This is our next wash after the roller coaster for, I believe this name is pronounced Roshin, something like that. Roshin Joyce. To get kids into science, we've been upping the ante on interactivity here at Washingham Museum, so excitement was through the roof at the opening of our all-new state-of-the-art solar system. If there's one word we want everyone to take from their time in Washingham, it's "that's amazing." That's 2 words. Unfortunately, its opening coincided with the annual Great Chocolate Giveaway. That's a thing? Amazing. In the town square, and within seconds we had 200 hyper kids running around putting their sticky paws on everything. Can you please help? Absolutely. Also, not that I've been doing much on or off stream, but yeah, off stream I have been doing some achievements. We're going to start with the solar system. I want to see these planets and star. But also, they're just planets, no moons, no moons. I want to see them in their glory. How do I get to the top of the sun? I guess with the ladder. I'll start at the bottom. That feels weird. I don't want to do that. It only goes next to the sun. I hope I can put it back on the floor. The good gnome! Okay, we're going to clean the sun and then put the gnome right on top of the sun because that sounds like a fun... What am I doing? I have a trident. That's not the right button. This is not the right power washer. Give me my... That's not the right power washer either. What? There we go. Okay, wait. It did it. There. Ha ha ha. Power. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. It's so loud. I feel like I need to lower the volume of Powerwash Simulator. Hold on. It's so loud. What happened? Why did you get so loud abruptly? I'm gonna drop that. Okay. Better. Why did we say cooking with gas? Cooking with gas actually sounds like a terrible idea. I know that a lot of people prefer to cook on gas-powered stoves, but if you think about it, why would you? You're just allowing open gas into your home? And that sounds like a bad idea. Like a really good way to accidentally start a really big fire? Or to slowly poison yourself with gasoline. Or I guess whatever ignitive substance they put in stoves. I don't know. Quite frankly, between all the stoves, I feel like if I had to choose a stove for myself, it would be the flat glass top ones, just because they're the easiest to clean. The stoves that are the electric coils that get hot, hate those. They're just super annoying. They look so hard to clean. They look like they get gross from residual stuff. As you can see, those kids were feral as you like. What? But was it the chocolate that sent them over the edge? Do you have a theory? Or was it the excitement of seeing the solar system like never before? I like your theory. Okay, we're going to hop down. I've got to be honest. Can you be on the floor again? Be on the floor again. I missed her message. Oh no, was it the excitement? I really would like you to be on the floor. It's going to bother me. It's going to bother me so much. We're going to ignore it. We're going to try to ignore it. Oh, this is so much easier than from when I was standing on it. Honestly, excitement at seeing the solar system like never before. A+. My friends actually recently told me that their local university is opening up their planetarium for public viewership soonish. And now I'm like, I gotta go visit my friends so I can go see the planetarium. I love space. Space is so cool. It's absolutely... I actually was having a crazy dream about like space travel last night. Not that like I was traveling in space, but that like people were discussing space travel and like exploring the universe. I don't... It's hard to describe. It was weird. But yeah, I have weird dreams all the time. I should be used to it, but I'm not. That's like pick up the ladder again. The ladder that I'm trying to put on the floor because I don't want it in my way. God, the sun is so big. This isn't even to scale. The sun should be way bigger if we want it to scale. Almost all the way around, I know, because of the ladder. I'm also trying not to clean the pedestal. I just want to do the planets first, because if there is an achievement on this level, I feel like that's it. Do the planets first, probably in order. Stuck on... Is the part of the sun elsewhere? It'll all be down here. Is it under the ladder? The bottom of the sun looks great. That's not part of it. I don't want to press the dirt button. I haven't cleaned anything else. It's gonna be a mess. It is under the ladder. God! Ladder. There we go. Sun. All right. So if that's Saturn... I'm sorry. Saturn, Earth? Venus. Why? Mars? Why are the planets out of order? Where is Mercury? Oh, they're in distance away this way. I see, I see. I feel like maybe they should have put them in order. But I guess space and proximity probably made that hard. Mercury, not Earth, Venus. Trying to do it without cleaning their pedestals. Top of Venus. Very, very excellent. Do I have to do the moon with Earth if I'm trying to do the planets in order? I think it matters. I guess I have to do the core, so... I feel like that counts for all of Earth. We're going to do the moon too, but I'm going to do Earth first and then moon. Fun fact, my biggest gripe with like sci-fi novels is that they all refer to every planet's satellites as moon, when in fact they should just call them satellites. Our moon is named Moon. That is her name. She rotates. Yeah, some kid took a bite of the moon. What? Must have thought it was white chocolate. It shouldn't be spinning like that either. Yikes. Okay. Where's Mars? These guys are not in order. Mars? Mars. Mars. Venus. Mars? There we go. Got there. The fun thing is I can jump onto their nameplates. I can hit it to get the top of them. Jupiter's next? What is the rings? Rocket tail. Trail. I'm gonna walk on that to get on top of Jupiter right now. But yeah, I once pointed out the flaw of like sci-fi novels calling other planets, satellites, moons to my father. And apparently he was like, yeah, no, you're totally right. They shouldn't do that because that is inaccurate. And it is inaccurate. They're not moons. They're satellites. We just like have decided that satellite means man-made metal thing that is put into orbit. Which it doesn't. That's not what a satellite is. And in fact, one time my sister was like at a trivia night and she was talking and she told me about an answer that someone, like they asked about things in orbit on other planets. And she said they didn't give her the answer because she wrote satellite. And I was like, you are scientifically correct. And if I had been with you, I would have caused a problem. I would have gotten into a fight with your trivia host. Because that is incorrect. Just like scientifically inaccurate. This Jupiter looks real pink. I guess Jupiter's pretty pink now that I think about it. I've never really thought about it. I just feel like I usually see Jupiter and it looks more brown. Let's go, Jupiter. How did you let these kids make a mess on top of these exhibits is the thing that I don't get. Nice. All right. Saturn. This is not Saturn. Saturn's all the way across. I don't like these things. Yeah, like this is what people think of when they say satellite, but really like Saturn's got a million satellites. Yeah, because if I'm gonna do Saturn, I gotta do Saturn's rings too. Gonna get a lot of splash damage from Saturn's rings. Oh boy. It's alright, it's alright. Somewhat fun fact, if you have a strong enough telescope or you happen to catch Saturn in orbit with Earth, like when they're really close in orbit with each other, you can actually see Saturn's rings like on your phone camera if you just get your settings right. Honestly, is the hardest part. Somewhere maybe lost in the abyss, I have a picture that I took of Saturn's rings, but using my sister's phone, so I don't exactly know where it is. because I don't think she sent it to me like right after I took it. And it was a long time ago now, but I do have a picture that I took of Saturn on my sister's phone where you can see the rings. It is actually, well, not the one where you can see the rings is her screensaver wallpaper, but one of the other ones I took of just the stars. I love space photography. Going out for celestial events. It's fun. It's super interesting to observe the natural world and see the beautiful things that happen just all over the place in the universe. Look at space. God, I love space. I think space is so cool. And despite that, I don't read a lot of sci-fi. Now that I think about it, I do read sci-fi occasionally, but like I wouldn't say I read a lot of sci-fi. I'm gonna crouch around so I don't hit my head on Saturn's rings. I did such a good job of the other planets cleaning, like, just the planets. And then Saturn's rings. Uranus's rings are also going to be a problem. I'll do it right now. Your rings are much smaller. Maybe it won't be a problem. You know, because of the tilted axis, my brain was like, I don't have to jump on it to clean the top of it, but I do. Just because I'm cleaning the pole doesn't mean I'm cleaning the top of the orb. That's silly. Ba-ba-ba. And around to get all of the specs I missed. Uranus is like real close to this post. Uranus's rings. Neptune. And I don't think this place has Pluto in it. I didn't see a Pluto. But we'll see. Right now when I finish hosing down Neptune. Neptune's also real close to the wall. With the proximity of Neptune to the wall, I want to say that they probably don't have Pluto. Neptune. Yeah, cosmic ordering. We clean them in order. Now we can... Actually, this is probably more like what space looks like than whatever it looks like when I finish the job. Because it's probably dark. This looks whack. But as per usual, I'm going to start on the ceiling now. And move the gnome. Actually, I should probably finish some of this first before I put the gnome over here. I should probably just jump onto the hanging platform. Can I make that jump? Yeah, I can. Am I standing? Standing. I imagine from this platform, I can probably get the ceiling. Gotta remember to do this outer ring. More of a side-to-side situation. The constellations on the ceiling look real cool. I'm excited to see this place all lit up. I guess not lit up, but undirtied. It does look like the power is still on, which sounds like a bad idea while I'm cleaning, but that's the situation. All right, now we're trying not to shoot the gnome off. Okay, I don't know what interaction that was. Gnome? Ooh. I guess I should go the faster way. I don't know what I just got a ding for, but I got a ding for something. Ooh. I keep thinking that I'm crouching. The floor looks so close. It's a little bit weird. Oh, a star is what I got. I hit the wall and it's a star. Constellations are also strange to me if you think about them. Because, like, they're probably not even that close to each other, all the stars. But we've just decided that they belong together because they look like they belong together to us. But in reality, personally, I guess, I don't know. I don't know if they're actually that close together. Like, I know Betelgeuse is part of Orion, and I know Betelgeuse is a different color. So that star is a different age than the rest of them. But, like, I don't know how... Space proximity is weird, man, is what I'm trying to say. Got a bunch of stars. It's okay. It does look like they just did the constellations that are the horoscopes. Is this poll done? It is. That poll done. Yes. 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 Okay. So now we're doing the middle. I might need the extender. Do I have an extension on this guy? This? I do. Okay. You out here, like, I don't know how far away the ceiling is. Getting that extension going down. This is probably the middle, so I can stop at the middle. It's a lot of distance to cover. Let's turn my camera. Almost like halfway done, and then I'll go reposition on the other side. Ah, lost control. No? This part. Super high ceilings for the interactive solar system exhibit. What do they call this? I almost probably walked straight off the edge. I didn't even think about it. Wasn't like I'm just standing on a platform or anything. Nope, just took a step back and was not considering. Not like it's a huge setback to fall in this game, but like, yeah. I went too far. Still too far. This is where I ordinarily would have started cleaning had I not thought there was an achievement. It occurs to me that I can, like, look at the achievements. I did scroll through them once when I, like, started playing the game quite some time ago. Maybe we do this constellation at a time. Gotta get the surrounding area of the constellation. There's Virgo. And now Libra. Are these guys in order? They are if I'm hitting Scorpius. Roshin, what's up? By the way, feel free to enjoy the exhibits and have a nosy at the info while you wash. I absolutely am and will. Because I love space. Because if I'm right, and this is, if they're in order, and this is Scorpius, then this next one should be Sagittarius? Missed some spots. Saw them. Oh, no, you included Ophiolus, or whatever, however you pronounce that. I don't know that one. You'll tell me right now. Ophiuchus. Interesting. Did you omit one, or did you just include it? It's interesting also that, like, a planetarium, I get the appeal. Like, if you're trying to appeal to people, you know, you want to include the stuff that they already have a somewhat knowledge of, because then they're slightly more interested in learning around that knowledge. But at the same time, yeah, they're Sagittarius. I feel like there are some constellations you can include that aren't like the horoscope-y constellations that people still know. Maybe. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I would love to see Sagittarius. You are huge, man. What a large constellation. Shout out to all my Sagittarius is watching. I guess. Big constellation. Gotta clean the space around the constellations. Oh, Sagittarius. Which means the next one should be Capricorn. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Get space out of the way first. That line. Capricorn. Yeah. Ooh, now we're on Aquarius. And after Aquarius is my horoscope constellation. Oh, we got the whole section of ceiling. Good. Is that half? No, that's like a third. No, it's from there. I started in the middle of one or close to the middle of one. So, anyhow, Pisces. This is mine. I'm Pisces, whatever that means. I guess I'm not this side of Pisces on account of I was born closer to the Aries time. But I'm Pisces. The top of Pisces. Go. Head back down. Pisces ain't really clustered together. Kind of hard to get the dings in a row. Unlike with some of the other ones. Aries is very V-shaped. I guess so is Pisces. Just with a circle. Oh, man. Hold on. We're going to go this way. Can't even see Aries yet. It's some Taurus. Sorry, Taurus. Well, I guess not sorry, Taurus. You have to get clean, too. This is way easier than up and down. I should have done this first. Aries constellation. And now we're hitting our Taurus time. Hit Gemini. Probably also hit Cancer while I'm out here, but you know, it's fine. Gemini is actually pretty big. And horizontal spread. What I want to know is who decides the orientation of these constellations. Because, like, it really depends on how you're looking at them. At, like, what time of the night, day. It's going to change what they look like. If I missed any individual stars, also, I will check my checklist worksheet to make sure, because that will be a pain to go back and find an individual star. Might as well do it while I'm up here. There's a whole section right there. Wow. And our last one. After Cancer should be Leo. Should be the only one left. I can't get the camera where it needs to be so it doesn't move while I do the whole thing. I also never finished Cancer. Sorry. So I think when the orange ticks happen, it means I got the whole constellation. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention on the earlier ones. But that should be all of the top ceiling. Let's check our list. Hide anything I haven't done. These don't look... Oh, part of the display pedestal sign for, like, all of them. Nothing for constellations. We're good. Yeet down. Clean the bottom of this thing. I fell, but that's okay because I have super long extension on. Oh, hello, Delete. How you doing? It's been a while. It has been a time. So goes life, man. Always great to see you, though. Oh my gosh, I have to do walls next. I might have to do walls next. No. There's more ceiling. I have to finish the ceiling. Ceiling, then walls. Walls always take so long. I feel like floors don't take that long, but walls, man. Walls. Yeah! I know, I also have today off, so I was like, might as well get more Powerwash Simulator done. I think by the count in my home base of power washing, I have like 10-ish more levels to do, which is so sad because I love this game. It also occurs to me that I never played the demo. Like, I have the demo, but I never played it. I got it and then got distracted and didn't have time to play the demo, so I never played it. Just jumped straight into the game. I wonder what the demo is. Probably like the first couple levels. But, yeah. That's a good time. But anyway, how have you guys been? How have your games, question mark, been going? Or other shenanigans? I love hearing about people's other shenanigans. Outside of power washing on stream, I have been on a Stardew Valley kick. I've never played Stardew Valley before, so I'm playing Stardew Valley for the first time. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on in that game. And so I don't know how to manage my time the days are not long enough. I'm playing multiplayer, which might be part of the problem. But like we have like 2 farms to manage, a ton of animals, and there is just not enough time to harvest all my crops, pet all my animals, forage around the island, collect all the things I need, and then go off on all the additional little quests. Like there's so much. Enough so that I read online, like how I searched, I had to Google. I was like, what do you do? How do you manage your farm? And apparently the answer is get married, and then your spouse will do some of the work for you. So I am now pursuing a romantic partner purely for the sake of maybe they'll take care of my farm for me, I hope. Because... yeah, I've like spent the whole day managing the farm, and I got to do it. Who am I pursuing? Given that we're in the space thing, appropriately, I am pursuing Maru. And that's just because I had the most hearts with her at the, when I decided I needed a spouse. We were already at like 2 hearts. So I was like, I guess that one. Maru is cool. I like her. She let me look through the telescope to look at a binary star system. I admit there was lots I didn't appreciate about the solar system until I worked here. How? How do you not appreciate the solar system? I love the space. I love space. Like, I had no idea that in Earth's prehistory, it collided with a protoplanet called Theia. Did you? Our solar system as a whole collided with a planet is what you're trying to say? Because that sounds very reasonable to have guessed. But yeah, anyway, so I'm seeking a spouse in Stardew just to have additional help with all of my crops and stuff. It's been a mess. So catch me going on massive Stardew Valley binges for like, I think yesterday I started playing Stardew Valley early, probably around like 11, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. And I don't think I stopped until 11 p.m. I might have played Stardew Valley for 12 hours straight yesterday. Oops. I don't even know what my goal is other than like, I guess they're very good at adding or giving you kind of like achievable quests, like a very clear list of things to do. So I'm still digging around trying to complete the museum, although quite frankly, the last 3 items seem like I will never find them. And a bunch of things. They're adding new romanceable characters. Interesting. I've never played before, so I don't know who the original romanceable characters were. But if it's everyone listed as single, there's quite a lot of them, including like Harvey, who is the doctor and seems old. No offense, Harvey, but you seem old. Whereas like, I think my assumption is, I suppose, because I know about video games, it seems that it was intended for a male audience and that there are quite a lot of obvious female people to pursue, like Emily and Abigail and Maru and Haley. Although I'm going to be honest, Haley doesn't seem very cool to me, and I don't know why you'd want to pursue her. So I've ignored her mostly. Sorry, not sorry to Haley. But who are the male options? Shane, Sebastian. Oh, there's another female character, a redhead. What's her name? Leah, I think, or possibly Penny. Not Jody. Jody's married to Kent. It's hard to remember. I've had a rough time remembering all of the characters in Stardew Valley. There's like 28 of them. And let me tell you, the number of times I've had to find someone for a quest and they're not where I expect them to be is really high. It's like, you asked me to bring you a thing, and now you're not anywhere I've ever seen you before. Happens a lot. To me, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if other people have the same problem. But also, I have not played the game before, so I have, like, no basis of understanding of where I'm starting from. I am learning everything from scratch, and I just learned that I can, like, use my tool on a specific unit, like a specific square, if I click on that specific square. Because I thought it was just directional. I thought I just had to, like, face my character toward where I wanted them to do the thing and then click in that direction. And no, the answer is no. I can click on a specific square and they will interact with that specific square. And I didn't know that because I've never played this game before. And let me tell you, it's hard to learn a new game from scratch like I usually am. Especially like a game. Stardew Valley is very involved, surprisingly. We just got a quest to beat the high score of one of the games in the saloon. And let me tell you, I don't think it's possible. It's so hard. Yeah, it's super hard. Wow. Oh, I got the corner. Nice. It's really difficult. Yeah. The saloon video games are rough. I haven't done very well. What was I playing? I was playing Genemo Kart, which was super hard. And I made it past the first level like maybe 3 times. Played for like an hour straight. And then I had to stop because it was like midnight in the game. Spent like the whole day playing Genemo Kart. It's hard. Yeah. So I've been doing that. One day I'll get off Stardew Valley and I'll start playing other games in my free time again. But right now it's been Stardew Valley all day, every day. I just got my 3rd mastery bonus thing. So I'm trying to get all 5 super masteries of my skills. What am I crashing into? Earth? Crashing into Earth. Aren't we always? So I'm trying to get all my Stardew Valley mastery points. I've like completely abandoned League of Legends right now because admittedly I had just played 100 games of Kindred and now I'm trying to play 100 games of, I already forgot who I'm playing. Jace? And I don't like Jace anyway, so, but like to play League nonstop like that is crazy. I think I'm like 30-ish games into Jace and I'll have to finish those soon. I guess I don't have to finish them soon. The next time I play League, I'm going to have to play Jace, and that sounds like a drag. And one day I'll do that. I'll do that as soon as I'm done with my Stardew Valley binge, probably. Although, who knows how long the Stardew Valley binge is going to last. Usually I'm done with my League games before, like, I think the latest I've been done is mid-February, and I'm already like at that point, and I'm definitely not done with those Jace games. I also want to play Minecraft again. I love Minecraft. It's super fun. And I loved playing on your server. That was so much fun. Just like building and exploring in our giant map. What a great time. All my doggos. Playing Minecraft was so good. I don't know why, though, when I log onto the server now, the graphics look weird and my brain doesn't like them. I don't know why. They've, like, changed from what I would consider normal. So, I haven't been playing Minecraft, but That's probably going to be my next go-to chill game. Although my boyfriend figured out how to make a server. So he has a server available that we can mess with if we want to make a new Minecraft server. Just get another fresh restart. Especially, I don't know if anyone's like paying for a server, but we don't have to because we've figured out how to make one. So if anyone of our friends wants to join a new Minecraft server, we could do that. We can also mod it up if that's a thing people are interested in. But yeah, lately all my attention has been on Stardew Valley. We have like 2 more golden walnuts left to find. I barely know what that means, but I know I have to do it. And by me, I mean my boyfriend's doing it because he spends all his time on Ginger Island and rotates our second farm there while I rotate our first farm. But right now, between regular farming, I've been working towards 1, courting Maru so that she can take care of the farm for me, and working towards the monster eradication goals, which I'm like, I feel like I'm so close to most of them except for the like ones that are on Ginger Island, but I feel like they're gonna take forever because I don't know where dinosaurs spawn. I was like in Skull Cavern because I thought that's where the dinosaurs were. I was in Skull Cavern for so long, and I feel like I barely saw any dinosaurs. And when I go into the mine back home and go down, I always get the ghosts are the worst. I need to equip the thing that makes it so the ghosts can't get me, because like I can survive as long as I can eat, but the ghosts make it so you can't eat, and that's not good. So that's where those situations have been. But Stardew Valley's been super fun. Part of me wants to be like, what's the max number of humans I can get on a Stardew Valley game, and like let's all go play. The only problem is that you either have to have people who are like constantly available at the same time ranges. Tess, what's going on? Hi, we'd like you to return to... oh, for the streetcar. Sure. Yeah, I feel like for Stardew Valley, you either have to have a bunch of people who don't care about time passing and one person who's just kind of always available to like have the farm going so that people can hop on and off whenever, but also... like, or just always available at the same times, and you're playing in like, 2 to 3 hour sessions. Which honestly, considering how I've played Stardew Valley, sounds hard. I apparently play for 10 hours a day on the weekend, which is slightly unreasonable. I shouldn't do that. I guess, well, no, if you were going to play with multiple people, you'd also probably want to install mods so that, like, your friendship level with people doesn't decrease, because that would really suck if you were trying to do something that required friendship level, and then people were playing all the time without you, and then you lost your friendship level with a person. That would be rough. So, probably have to install some mods to make playing with a lot of people worthwhile on Stardew, but I think it would be fun. I would be super down to do that. It's honestly, I'd never played the game before. I didn't realize how fun it was, but now I'm like obsessed, and I apparently spent my entire weekend playing. I did a really bad job of cleaning this one. But yeah, a giant Stardew Valley stream I think would be super fun. Not stream, but like a group to play with. I guess I could stream Stardew Valley, but if I played single player, that would be very different than playing multiplayer. What am I cleaning? Jupiter doesn't have rocket trail. Oh, interesting. Weird. Okay, sure. Clean this side of that column before I go over there to clean the rest of it. Although, I'll finish the underside of this rocket trail while I'm here. Where's the rocket? Right here? Aha. Never cleaned the top side of the rocket trail. Wow. My extender is way too long for this. Shorter? Better. Nothing like that good old point blank cleaning with your super, super high power pressure nozzle. Climb the rocket trail. I will say, great putting the rocket trail around Jupiter so you can get to the top of Jupiter. Every other planet I just jumped to the top of, but Jupiter, I don't think I could have, even from the placard. Yeet. Beautiful. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. Also, I've been playing Pokemon Sapphire in Japanese. I have a Japanese version of the game that I've been playing through. And everything, I can get through everything on my own, except for I have a Zigzagoon in my party as my HM slave. And it knows pickup. And it's been picking up random items, and I do not know what the random items it's picking up are. So the biggest thing I've been doing is translating item names to figure out what items my Zigzagoon has been getting for me. But other than that, I could play through Pokemon Sapphire basically in my sleep. Did I ever get the ding on that guy? Yeah, okay. So I'm 5 badges in. I'm just grinding right now. My little Slugma is too weak. I just caught him, so he's gotta level up. But playing Pokemon Sapphire in Japanese has been fun. I am playing it on a handheld cartridge though, so there's no chance of me streaming that at all. I do need to finish my other Pokemon run that I started on stream and then had to stop because my Noctowl was getting just demolished by Whitney's Miltank. And so maybe after I finish playing Powerwash Simulator, we'll go back to that. I also want to finish Kingdom Hearts. There's so many games I want to play. There's so many games. There's so many games. The terrible thing is that the 2 games I'm fighting between are also 2 games I have played before. This is my biggest problem, is I love replaying a game. I love repeating media. It's my favorite. I think I need the long extender back. Gimme. Playing games multiple times, I just get such a joy from it. It is so nice to be familiar with something, I think is what I love the most, is that familiarity you have. The crazy thing is my intimacy of Pokemon Sapphire, at least. I only played through Pokemon Sapphire when I was a child once, because the way my sister and I would play Pokemon games is one of us got to keep our first playthrough and the other one would reset the game a bunch of times so that we could get all the starters, all the legendaries, etc. On both games. So we would do that. And for some reason, probably because we were dumb kids. Oh no, probably because we wanted legendaries. We'd play through the game the whole way through the first time. Roshan, what's up? Roshan? I don't know if you've cleaned it yet, but we've taken a slice out of Earth so you can see the cross-section of all the geologic layers. If you take a look in there, you'll find these big red blobs very deep within the Earth. Can you see them? They're parts of Thea. You know what? It's never occurred to me to doubt or question anything that Powerwash Simulator tells me. I'm always yeah, they've done their research. I don't know that much about astronomy because I never studied it. I just like space, but I've never studied it. So, like, she could be lying to me. I don't know. But, like, I don't think the devs would lie to me. Why would the Powerwash Simulator developers lie to me about anything? So I don't question them. Whenever, except for the people with their house-sized cars, I'm still a little mad about that. I wanted to see a house-sized car. It could have just been a semi-truck, no? Like, I feel like a semi-truck is a house-sized car. Speaking of which, does anyone else still call them semi-trucks? I am from the West Coast, and we call them semi-trucks. My boyfriend insists that they're called 18-wheelers, which is fine, I suppose, because they do, in fact, have 18 wheels. I have learned. I have since counted. I will say, though, if you're a child or, like, when you're being taught cars, especially if you're not a person who is very into cars, like myself, and you're just told to call that car an 18-wheeler, I would count the wheels on it. And because I was, not very, what's the word? I just wasn't into car. I didn't have the interest in cars. But if you just told me that car had 18 wheels, I would have looked at it like around the sides and would have been like, no, it doesn't. Because you can't see half of the wheels, like, because they're double wheels, And my dumb brain would have just been like, no, that's one wheel, not two. So there's no way I would have been like, yeah, that's an 18-wheeler. But again, not a car person. Never have been, really. Oh, those are the things holding Saturn together. I know Saturn. You need a little bit of extra support. It's okay, we're here for you. It's because you got all those rings. Because Saturn's a champion. Why do we give people rings for championships? That just seems like a weird thing to do. Does that harken back to, like, a marriage in some way, shape, or form? Probably. A lot of our traditions are kind of born out of the same things. Physical markers of achievements, rings, and whatnot. It's weird if you dig back deep into the origins of certain traditions. It gets weird. All of them. I don't think there's a single tradition you can look back on that's not weird in some way. Although I guess it really depends on your definition of weird. Some people would be like, no, that makes sense, which I guess they do. They're just not what we would consider quote-unquote normal. But I don't know. Culture is strange. I think all of culture is strange, but maybe that's just me personally. I did, like, study culture. I studied anthropology in college. That's what my degree is in. And I still think it's weird. And I think it's okay to call it weird and not be like... I think it is okay to use the terminology that makes sense to you, even if that terminology is too judgmental. Because it is okay. But I think the big thing is that comes from a place of don't let that be the end. Don't let the thought stop there. And a lot of people do. Just don't let the thought stop there, Yeah, it's weird, but, like, that doesn't mean you can't respect it or appreciate it or like it. I like lots of weird things. When I was a child, I actually, people called me weird all the time. And I was just like, thank you. I like being weird. It's fun. I'm having more fun than you. And let me tell you, a lot of people did not like it when I phrased it that way. But that sounds like their problem, not mine. I was very much a quote-unquote weird kid. And I was very proud of it. Can I get on top of the satellite? Yeah, I can. I have, like, the super extender on, cleaning something at my feet, like you do. Feet back down. Clean the bottom of the satellite. This is a pretty fun planetarium. I would like to come here. I mean, I am here. That's the fun part. It's like, I'm already here. I have done it. And your pole. Round. Clean the pole the other way. Did we finish with the sun's pedestal? I have to turn this. Oh, did you want me to clean the bottom too? You did. Okay. I think it would be most fun if I circled the floor with the lines and cleaned around that way. Like this way. What's up, Russian? Go forward to make my life easier. The rest of Thea formed into the moon. Yeah, I've heard of this before. Isn't that amazing? Our moon's made from the biggest chunks of a planet that had beef with little baby Earth. Please tell it like that to all of the children who come to your planetarium. The rest of it is buried beneath our feet. It's in the mantle, melted by the pressurized interior of Earth's core. Come around, clean this side, get underneath, going. Flop. I was only going to do 2 lines at once, but now... Milky Way floor. Oh, that's what you just decided to call the floor. Interesting. Ba-da-ba-da. Ouch. Get the bottom of this pedestal. Make sure our lovely tilted axis planets. I say our tilted axis planets. Almost every planet has a tilted axis, depending on... I think that's what my dream was about. It was about, like, the shape of the universe. And for some reason in my dreams, there was the person who was like, the universe doesn't have a shape. Like, it's just, like, everything. And I was like, but it, like, definitely has a shape because the universe as a whole is moving. And they were, like, blown away by this. And I was like, we know the sun's moving. Like, we're not stagnant. If you sit still, you're moving a lot. The Earth is spinning, the Earth is orbiting, the sun is moving, like you are being yeeted through space at all times. Which is crazy. But also true. I'm missing quite a few spots on the floor. Wow, I did not do a good job cleaning this. And neither. I don't know where, but somewhere over there. We'll find it. We'll get it done. I believe my ability to power wash. Partly because the game literally won't let you not. Something just fell off my desk and I don't know what it was. Like this. I missed something on this. Can we do short? Just gonna leave that line through the whole world. There we go. Got that. Okay, so I was right to do it in 2s. That's where the game has drawn the barrier at any rate. Back for your pedestal in a second. A lot of Powerwash Simulator's achievements are like clean something first and or last and or interact with object in some way. I wish there were more achievements that were like on any map, do a thing. Like a thing that I think would be interesting would be like on any map, clean everything except for one item, but the item like has to be at 0%, which would be super hard on like a car. But on the maps that are like the camping map, for instance, you could totally just like leave a lantern uncleaned, but you would have to make sure you don't hit the lantern with like the splash damage of anything else that you're cleaning. And I think that would be fun. I think about that a lot. Like, is it possible to clean in Powerwash Simulator and leave something adjacent to an item completely uncleaned? And you could probably do it with, like, the way the game will ding for you if you're close enough, but you do have to be pretty close. Get the other side of that to clean the rest of it. And I think about that a lot. Sometimes I just enjoy thinking about, like, if I... Oh, this is the asteroid belt. I was like, why are there dots on the floor that I can't clean? Because it's the asteroid belt. But this section is still called Milky Way floor. It's not called asteroid belt, which is interesting. They're like, it's part of the Milky Way. It is. It is part of the Milky Way. All of this is part of the Milky Way. I also still think it's weird that it's called the Milky Way. But I'm also really glad that a lot of our scientific achievements that we've based the world on were done when we were, like, obsessed with Greek and Latin stuff and not, like, nowadays. Because could you imagine people nowadays trying to memify everything that they discovered? That would be awful. Like, no offense, but I'm really glad that our giant dinosaur is called Tyrannosaurus Rex and not, like, Big Chungus Rex. Is it funny to, like, say once? Sure, but, like, goodness gracious, am I glad that that's not the official name. But it also wouldn't even be Rex, because Rex comes from, like, king, as does Tyrannosaur, like, tyrant. But, like, God, that would be, I would hate that. It's such a good thing that we don't rename things to fit the modern era. Just so good. I've never been so grateful for it. I thought these placards were going to say something other than just the planet's name. No, that just says Earth. I was like, I'm going to finally read a placard and see what the big deal is. And the answer is no. It just says the planet's name. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, let's be real. You're cleaning like this giant map. This is a decently sized map. It's taken me like, I'll probably finish in the next like 15 minutes. Let's try to be optimistic. I could clean this in a faster way to do it faster. I need an extender though. I like to clean things in fun ways, so I do. It's just the names of the planets. I can't believe that. I was over here being like... They told me to look at the interactive exhibit, and I did, and it was less exciting than I thought. Sometimes I don't see the dirt spots I leave behind until I've, like, moved on. And that's mostly because this game has a lot of good graphics for, like, wet. They're like, it's still wet. You can't tell that it's dirt. So I just go over it a bunch of times. I do want to know, like, if your exhibit is getting, like, this dirty because people are, like, because of humans. That's what you told me. Like, how did they get on top of the sun? Like, I have a ladder, but surely you did not have a ladder for people to get on top of the sun regularly. Like, just because the sun can hold human weight doesn't mean you want people up there, you know? Like, this is a scientific model. Yeah, as per usual, the space exhibit is very purple. Which, yeah, that's what we've decided space is like. Images of space, I believe, are typically very dark. But the overall color of space is actually like a pale brown. If anyone knows about that. Yeah, that's a thing. Black hole? You have a specific spot for black hole? Now that we've seen one, and they're not just theoretical, it's crazy. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. The universe is so weird. The universe is so weird. The amount of things in the universe is just absolutely insane. Gosh, the things that we have discovered and are capable of are crazy. Sometimes I just think about scientific advancements and it makes me super emotional. Actually, there's this book. I'm already emotional about it because of other reasons that, like, you know about our rovers that we've sent out into space? And you know their names, and how they all have names because we're humans and we name things and we make, personified robots for things into space. I was always like, especially around the time of Curiosity's launch, but the fact that Curiosity's name is Curiosity, and we have other rovers. I'm gonna get emotional just talking about it now. God damn it. It's fine. But we have, like, Curiosity and Resilience, and all of our little rovers that are out in space doing science for us. And they're named after, like, human traits. And, like, I just love that that's what we have decided to put out into the universe, is, like, the absolute best parts of humanity's personality is our, curiosity and resilience and perseverance. And that alone makes me emotional because I love scientific advancement and I think it's beautiful. And, like, that thought on its own will make me emotional and start to cry because I'm that kind of person. But I recently was reading a book that was recommended to me by a teacher, because it's a book they read to their class. It's a very short book. It's a very easy book to read and get into. It's super, super fast. But this book is about Resilience, one of the rovers. And Resilience is the main character of the first person point of view of that book. So they have like extremely personified this little robot, who like is essentially like a minivan, you know? Like that's about how big the rovers are. They're like little minivans. Earth's pedestal. What part of you haven't I cleaned? That part? Yeah, that part. So they already have like extreme personification of it, but in the section of the book that I was reading, there was like talk about this little rover being like having human emotions and how it's not supposed to have human emotions because it's a robot, and like it made me very emotional to read about this little tiny robot having emotions. And I was like, this is unfair. Just patently unfair. Okay, there's some part of this one that I didn't do, and I imagine it's this dip. So I'm just going to go around and do this whole dip real quick. But yeah, I get emotional about robots, apparently. And this is the one that is done. So we're going to start here and go around to clean the top of this thing. The outside of this thing, I should say. Oh, yeah, I remember Curiosity's launch. I think of it fondly. It's amazing what humans have accomplished in our very, very short time on the planet, and how much of that time we've devoted to, like, other planets, like, outside. Like, we haven't even finished exploring all of the ocean, and quite frankly, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get down there, but it's also hard to go into space. And we were like, yeah, we're going to do that too. And that's just crazy to me. Just we're such a strange species. And I do think that like the traits we have named the rovers after shows that humans are more than just destructive. And I love that. And that makes me very emotional. Because I'm going to get emotional about robots again. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ugh. But yeah, I get emotional about robots. Because I'm that kind of person. But I love them. I think they're great. All right, now we need to talk about something less serious, because now I'm still thinking about robots and I'm getting emotional about it for no reason. That's not true. There's a very good reason. There's such a good reason to get emotional about robots. They are robots, I do believe. And like, I'm not here to like personify robots, but like I would argue that I haven't personified robots. I would argue that the scientists who made them did, by giving them traits of human value and personality. You're still dirty? Where are you still dirty? On the outside. Getting emotional about robots. My goodness. My goodness. Why? I mean, I know I am like this. It's because I am a person who appreciates scientific advancement. It's amazing. I remember when like mRNA vaccines were coming out and I had to explain to people why that was so amazing. And they were like, what? Like, I'm sorry that your high school knowledge of science has failed you and that you don't understand what mRNA is. But also, I will take the time to try to explain it to you because it is just that cool. God, I love science. Science is so cool. How many parts of this exhibit have I missed? I don't have a list yet, and I feel like I only have a few left. So what do I have left to clean? Because in my brain, like, that's it. Oh, I saw one. Oh, probably some of the placards. No, Jupiter's good. This thing is flashing. It's part of the floor. Just go around and do the floor again. I thought it bedinged. Maybe it was in halves. Certainly makes it harder to beding if it's in halves. There we go. Anything else flashing? Nope, we're going to the list. Saturn and Earth. Oh, the backs of these display signs, yeah, that I thought I hadn't. No, this one's done. Is it this one? No. Venus looks good. This is the longest part of the game. Mars is good. Jupiter's good. Uranus is fine. This one is definitely dirty. Saturn's sign. Mercury's pedestal. Where Mercury's this one? And Earth's crust? Your crust? There we go. All done. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, we're cleaning in speed mode. Cleaning. I think I could do one more. The ladder. See, it's still there. I don't like it. It bothers me so much. The bother. The bother of the ladder. All right. I'll do another one. At the cats. Next, streetcar. Tessa Borges. Following a successful crowdfunding campaign, we're bringing our historic streetcars out of retirement. And not only have we named each of them after notable historic figures from the town, but we've also added AI pilots trained on authentic historic data to create the ultimate tour guides for our residents. That sounds like it could go bad real fast. Every journey with us promises a unique and insightful experience. Today I'll be washing Penelope Proof, 1810 to 1856, Detergento's most prolific baker. She was also an amateur sleuth, famous for crowbarring herself into any ongoing criminal investigations. That sounds illegal. The streetcars lay dormant for quite a while, though, so some of the dirt might take some shifting. We'll get to Detergento, don't you worry. Don't you worry at all. I have super mega power washer. I need to figure out how to get to the top of this thing. I don't. It has like a clear way to get inside, which is a problem because the inside is also. Maybe I'll just start on the inside. I'll just start on the. Oh, it's gonna take a while to clean. That comes off so nicely. That looks beautiful. That's the button I was looking to press. An LP-proof streetcar, a power washer, huh? How interesting. Oh, the streetcar is messaging me? The goddamn fake AI? I say fake AI because it was made for the game, you know? I'm gonna miss, like, so many little tiny bits. Around. And we keep going. Oh yeah, close doors. Close doors. Close doors. Close doors. Trap me in here. Trap me in here so I could just go crazy cleaning. I don't understand why you would want, like, an AI interface to give your tour. Like, how is that any better than just a person with Google? You get slightly faster results, but also slightly worse results. It just sounds like a bad plan. All right, that's going to be difficult, so we're just going to ignore it for now. Because I think it's attached anyway. Open doors? Absolutely not. The AI's talking at me again. I don't like it. Well, manager, Mrs. Elvin, village proof, full-time baker, part-time detective. Yeah, it sounded illegal, but you're still going with it, so that's weird. I finish this? Yes, 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 yes. When I'm not baking muffins, I'm busy solving crimes, and right now the oven's off. I thought you were like a made-up fictitious character, not like a real fictional character. A fictional historic character, you know? The inside of the streetcar is going so smoothly. I'm gonna have to do all these seats and windows from the other angle, but that's okay. Now I do this side. I do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Don't even know what's pinging. Don't care. I'll get to it. All right, you weird streetcar. What are you talking to me about? As soon as you started washing, I could see from your getup that something wasn't right. Me? How would a power washer conceal their identity like that? Because we don't want to get dirty and wet, you weirdo. What was it they didn't want me to know? It's funny because, like, I am fairly confident that the developers of Powerwash Simulator, it's the wall out here. Like, I'm fairly certain the developers of this game didn't actually use AI on it, which means that someone had to write these text messages from the purported AI, which is funnier to me. Oh yeah, this streetcar is going so smoothly. I'm gonna be missing so many little parts. Like my overall percentage, A plus. My completion rate, low. This one? The light, no. Little window cubbies. The good news is it's really just the windows. The outsides are part of the wall. All right, I think that's the interior done. Is there an interior section? I'd cleaned. No, you don't have it grouped by interior, exterior. That's okay. We're gonna open these, step outside, and close them right back up. I'm gonna hop on top of this thing. Get from there. Yeah, I can. I'm amazing. I wish the person who hired me for this job told me that the AI streetcar was going to be texting me about it the whole time. They failed to mention that. Did I lock my camera? Probably when I tried to walk backwards and I clicked the wrong button. Alright, I'm gonna come around this side to do the bottom now. There we go. Stand up for a little while. I find the crouching annoying. Why did power washer conceal their identity? What a weirdo. Make sure the cable's washed. The streetcar's been updated. You have a solar panel. Already my head is swimming with more questions than answers. You're so dramatic. Like a half-torn quiz book floating the seven seas. It's just like reading an old noir book. I've never actually read an old noir book. I had to know more. I'm sure you did, Penelope. Some writer had a blast doing this. It's funny because, like, I know, like, I recognize the style as, like, old noir, but I also, like, have never read old noir. It's just such, like, assumed style that, like, my brain's like, yes, that is noir, when I'm, like, not actually familiar with the subject of it. See, look at that perfect black line I left there. So perfect, one might think I did it on purpose. Yeah, like the sections on this that I'd really want are like interior, roof, side, etc. There was more. A van tucked away. Sure, they need equipment on the job, but how much? Or maybe there was more to this van than meets the eye. Maybe there was something else hiding in there. A body. Something that, at that very moment, the entire county was looking for. Is this thing accusing me of stealing the gems? That happened while I was on a job. Oh my gosh. What if, oh my gosh, wait, plot twist. What if Jeff Jefferson the 13th stole the merman's gems and hid them in my van to accuse me of doing it so that he could get Ulysses back? I wouldn't put it beyond Jeff Jefferson. I sound like Penelope Proof, but like, she's the one who put it in my head. I am going to be livid. All that for a cat that you didn't even want. Gosh. Disgusting. I mean, I say like I even know that's true. I don't know if that's true. I am throwing blatant accusations now. Penelope Proof, you see what you do to people? Oh man, the streetcar is cleaning so fast. I'm positive I've missed so many spots. But then they do that, and I'm like, maybe not. The bottom lip of all of those windows does seem like it would be dirty based on the angle at which I am cleaning. However, they are getting dings, so maybe not. These handles, also a concern. I didn't clean the other side's tracks with this much precision, but I also did get a lot of dings, and I don't entirely know what they were for. So I'm gonna probably have to go back and do that again. I got this mirror. Desiree? Oh, do all the doors have, yep. Just want to make sure I got this. This door's like fine. Doors are fine. All right, let's just go to the list. Door, a door. And an extinguisher mount. Let me in! It won't open the doors. I'll go the round. Where's the extinguisher? At the back? Oh. Which door panel am I missing? My gosh, you're still dirty. Outer windshield, I can see it from here. Motor and track stop, which I imagine are down here. It's the motor. That's the motor. Track stop. Oh, I just saw it. Oh, it's this guy. There we go. Super fast. That was so fast. New items. Oh, I like how it shows it from the inside. Because I closed all the doors. I'm gonna reopen that door in a second. Bing. Hi, Rinson. Thank you for another sterling effort and apologize for the minor interrogation from Penelope. I think we'll take her offline for now. We don't want her throwing accusations at everyone that gets on board. Hopefully people can entertain themselves by looking out the window or something. You know, normal things that existed when this streetcar was operational. Salvage house. Michelle Stone. So this is the house where Karen's staying. They call themselves the Guardians of the Forest. To say it's all a bit eccentric is an understatement, but you have to respect the ingenuity of anyone who can knock up something like that, like this, from a repurposed treehouse and an aircraft they dredged up from a nearby lake. Interesting. Karen's definitely onto something, so I'm going to stay for a while to help out with her investigation. As you know, though, I have my standards. I'm sure they'll all appreciate the place getting a deep clean. Michelle's standards are a great for me, great for business. We'll see how long it takes us to hit 10% on this one, and then we'll figure out if we're going to do the whole thing or not. I might do the whole thing. I might. Wow. Yeah, this is interesting. Grass? Are my cats here? I changed the color of my van for an achievement. Kitty kitties, I see one. And where's Bubbles? Where's my last cat? I don't expect to be able to climb up these. I do expect to be able to find my last cat. Where's my cat? Are you right here? No. It's a mallet. I don't know why there's a mallet. Where's Bubbles? We're gonna go in the opposite direction. Oh my gosh. Bubbles. All right. Now let's climb this thing and see what's going on. Yeet. Ah! Go backwards. Get to the top, get to the top, get to the top. Get on. And yeet. All right. Let's go. The gnome is back. Hi there, Karen here. Michelle gave me your number as her coverage might drop off out here. Just so you know, we're surveying Mount Rushmore all day and everyone else is out or asleep, so you've got the place to yourself. Thanks, Karen. This is Karen's house, isn't it? Michelle was like, yeah, I'll go survey Mount Rushmore with you, but only if you clean your house. I'll pay for it. It looks fine from here. The problem is like the ridging of the log roof is definitely going to have a problem cleaning wise. Okay, we got the two, smokestack chimneys? They look like proper smokestacks. The roof looks like it's one part. Oh my gosh, okay. So it's looking like it's going to take us about 45 minutes to clean. I'm wondering if that's a reasonable amount of time to have been streaming. I could probably do it. It really will depend on how hungry I get, like halfway through this. Because I haven't eaten much today. I don't like eating breakfast. I've never been big on breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person. Which I know is like super controversial for like a lot of people. American breakfast is just like way too sweet for me usually. Or covered in eggs. Karen, Michelle says that I should tell you what we're up to out here, but be warned, Michelle thinks we're far more interesting than we are. I like how Michelle, or Karen's the level-headed one, and Michelle's like, tell them. I don't have service, so now you have to do it for me. ba. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, da. Spot. It's hard to tell with the wood. What am I standing? Oh. I had to keep standing on it? Like, this way? No. Oh well. Oh, each log is its own thing. Wha- Extension. Oh, I forgot about this. I got those logs on the other side, didn't get these ones. Alright, well, we're just gonna do it from down here. Oh, I have my scissor lift. Go up. Pressing that instead of this. Ugh, all the way up. Thank you. Maybe I should start by owning my weirdness and saying I've always been sensitive to vibrations and frequencies. To me, certain places have their own signatures. Where Michelle and I are right now, on this bank jutting out of the volcano, there's this unique feel all around us. That's part of why I love it here. Gosh, so many logs. Logs are going to be the death of me. Pretty sure I'm on record once saying that banisters of like stairs are the worst to clean. I've changed my mind. It's logs. exciting. Ooh. Sounds so far away. I'm trying so hard to clean like just the roof. Honestly, the plain parts are going to be super easy to clean. Um, right, it's just that one. Oh my god, okay. I hate logs so much. Part of this is still dirty. There we go. Part of the roof, seriously? A bunch of the roof. Goodness gracious. That roof is done. This roof is done. No roof over there. Jump on this airplane now. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fucking logs. Yes, Karen. When I first felt the hum of Buckingham's mermaid beam, I couldn't believe it. It was the same signature as a Rushless. Ooh, only louder. Too loud. Suddenly, something dawned on me. The gemstones of the merman must have come from beneath the Rushless. Making progress. Okay, we got all the airplane HUD. We got all of the siding. I do this siding. I was like, please don't tell me those are also one log at a time. I do kind of like the platform house look. hanging chairs actually just like airplane seats. That is so funny. Those chains got to be super strong to hold it up. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I need to get the top of that window, or else I'm gonna forget about it. I always push the wrong button. Eh. Let me in. Oh, I did get both of them. I thought I missed one. All right, we're moving on. Jump like a crazy person. I feel like I'm underneath a pier. Like these thick logs. I joined the geology team studying the merman's gems to find out what they were made from. It turns out they're made of a previously unknown mineral, which is now called pachythist. They're a hangover from a collision between Earth and another planet billions of years ago. Oh my gosh! I was just learning about this at the planetarium. It's obvious that they were possessed incredible properties. Suddenly, everything that happened before made perfect sense. Everything's connected. Well, it's a video game, so I would expect it, but, you know, still funny. I guess I was learning about it at the planetarium against my will, I'm to be honest. Did not ask for any of that information. People just like to text me while I'm working. Oh my gosh. There's no way I'm gonna do these logs from, like, go around to them right now. The bottom ones, yes. The top ones, absolutely not. I just want to do, like, the bottom sides of these stairs. And the outsides of these. You put the landing gear? You know what? You do you, Karen. It's so many logs. All right, I'm gonna get back inside this thing and... Actually, don't even know where this guy is still dirty. By all accounts, this one should be clean. Where are you still dirty? I've cleaned this whole log like 3 times. Oh, do you go up? You go up. You... Nah. To, like, really trust that I'm cleaning what I can see right now, because so many of these posts go all the way up. Oh my gosh. Posts. I am like over it. I love the aesthetic of wood, but like, goodness gracious, if you ever catch me with circular wooden things, you have permission to smack me on the head. I'm about to go take down all of my wooden decorations in my main home base because the idea that they would have to be made... Admittedly, I probably would never let my belongings get to this state of dirtiness, of a dirtification. But God, am I miserable. So many angles to clean them at. To the outsides of these. So many angles. It's like not even taking that long, but just because I have to go through everything at a million different angles, it's taking longer. I am not a happy camper. The streetcar was so fun and so fast, and then you give me logs? Ugh. Okay, I've gone over those plenty of times to know that I now have to go over them at a different angle. Ignoring that for now, because I need to do this side. It's like I've done all of that. That I can now start doing this. Round is quickly becoming my least favorite shape. Somehow Blake Thrust knew all this before anyone else and destabilized the volcano a few years back trying to get some. And now I suspect the big tech are moving in to succeed where he failed. If a one-man drill destabilized the entire volcano, imagine what an extensive mining rig would do. Girl, you're telling me. Tell me where this post is still dirty. God damn. Never paid so much attention to whether or not the posts ding immediately. That was the biggest leaf that has ever crossed my vision in this game. Come on, there we go. That post didn't beding. Neither did that one. Okay. 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 2 posts to investigate on the bottom so far. I am putting so much concentration into figuring out which of these posts still need to be cleaned on the bottom. Okay. Ooh, ah. I gotta get on top of this somehow. But my scissor lift is far away. I also have to clean the landing gear. Like right here. So the answer is it does work, but facing the wrong way. I have no idea what I'm standing on. Right, I'm not seeing any pips. The amount of focus. I'm like so close to the end of this level. I don't want to stop now, but one of you, two of you. Where's your last piece of dirt, man? Tell me. God fucking hell. Okay. This is so pleasant compared to all the logs. Can I walk on this? Oh. You know what? I'm over it. Get over here. Just using the scaffolding like a ladder now. If I go all the way to the top, I can just jump on it. Oh, so close. Not quite. That's fine. I'm so close to being done. I'll finish cleaning this first. That's going to be like some log that I've missed. I'm so peeved. This has taken like twice as long as I thought it would just because of the logs. Right, and then I have to place seek and destroy. Another beam. For flashes now. Okay. Here. Okay. Okay. One more deck beam, which appears to be the bottom? Deck beam. Boardwalk over here. This one? Okay. This part where I feel like a crazy person. Deck rail. Deck rail. Lord. Extension rear eave support. Come on. House front eave support. Gotta just use a ladder. I'm not allowed to place a ladder up here. House rear eaves nose sensor. Wing flap. Nothing is flashing. Don't want. Oh, okay, got it. Nose sensor. And a wing flap. Yeah, it's that one. Let's grab the scissor lift again. I don't even know if the scissor lift can go that high. Oh. Can't even hit it from here. Oh my god. Awful. As you're still under that NDA, I suppose there's no harm getting you back to the fortune mine to clean up our mining dump truck. When can you get here? Gosh, that took forever. Ugh. Logs. The wing flap in itself, not bad. The logs, man. The logs. Terrible. I hate them. Terrible. Ugh. All right, we're going to call it there because that was a mess. Just the logs. Awful. Awful. Good cats. Good cats. And my gnome. Excited. All right. All you weird looking wood stuff, you're out. Has made me mad. No, you're fine. You're fine. I cleaned you. You're small. You're not loggy. You don't have multifacets. Everything is fine. Okay. I gotta go before I get crazy. Yeah, before I go crazy thinking about logs. Oh, all right. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Goodbye.